I didn't learn the truth from a message, a phone call, or even a confession. I learned it in silence, looking at a child who called me dad, and suddenly realizing I couldn't see myself in his eyes. For a long time, I couldn't admit that this was the moment that broke me. Not the arguments, not the lies, not even the betrayal, but that quiet, heavy thought. What if he isn't my child? I'm czwarte. I'm an ordinary guy. I work as an engineer. No big career dreams, but I always wanted a stable family. I grew up with a father who was physically present but emotionally distant. I promised myself that if I ever had kids, I would be different. I would show up. I would be reliable. I met Alina in college. She wasn't loud or attention-seeking. Quiet, sarcastic, with a strange sense of humor. We were friends for a long time. Then more. 5 years later, we got married. No big wedding. Just paperwork, a few close people, and the feeling that we were doing things right. The first years of marriage were normal. Not perfect, but real. Work, rent, plans, exhaustion. We argued about dishes, forgotten dates, money. But we always made up. I never doubted her. Not even once. When she told me she was pregnant, I was scared. Not because I didn't want a child, but because I suddenly understood how permanent it was. The fear quickly turned into pride. I went to every appointment, read forums, bought tiny clothes that looked ridiculously small. Our son's birth was hard. Complications. ICU. Sleepless nights in the hospital. I remember holding his tiny hand and crying, trying not to let anyone see me. In that moment, I was sure this was the most important thing in my life. The early years of parenthood erased both of us. No sleep, constant crying, endless anxiety. Alina became more withdrawn. I became quieter. We started drifting apart, but I thought that was normal. Everyone goes through this, right? Then there were small, strange things. Comments from relatives. He doesn't look like you. Jokes. Smiles. I laughed along, but something deep inside me hurt. He had her eyes, her smile, her features. I blamed genetics. Then one evening, nothing special, I was putting him to bed, and he suddenly asked, "Dad, why don't I look like you?" I froze, smiled, gave some prepared answer about love and personality. But after that night, the thought wouldn't leave me. I'm not proud of what I did next, but I did a DNA test. Secretly. No accusations. No drama. I just wanted peace of mind. The results came 3 weeks later. Probability of paternity, 0%. I read it again and again. I thought I misunderstood, that it was a mistake, a bad joke, but it wasn't. I don't remember how I got home that day. I only remember sitting on the bathroom floor, door locked, unable to breathe. I didn't cry. I was just empty. I didn't tell her right away. A week passed, then another. I played with my son, read him stories, tucked him in, and felt guilty for knowing the truth. When I finally told Alina, she didn't scream. She didn't deny it. She sat down on the floor and cried. She told me that a few months before she got pregnant, she had an affair. Short. Meaningless. She thought the child was mine. She was sure. She was scared to say anything. I don't know what hurt more, the affair itself or the fact that she let me live in that lie for years. We didn't divorce immediately. I tried. For the child. For myself. We went to therapy. We talked. We stayed silent. We cried. But I started changing. I became colder. More distant. I love my son, but something inside me broke. I constantly felt like I was living someone else's life. A year later, we separated. No loud fights. I stayed in the child's life. Not because I was obligated, but because he was still my son. Yet sometimes I catch myself thinking, do I even have the right to feel this way? It's been 3 years. I still see him. He still calls me dad. Alina remarried. The biological father appeared, but I don't know what role he's supposed to have. And now I'm here, writing this because I don't know if I did the right thing. If I should have left sooner. If I should have stayed. If I have the right to feel angry while loving this child more than anything. What would you do in my place? Thank you for listening to this interesting story. Please support by subscribing to the channel.